Well, five times champion, 5 games in a row they've lost. IPL 2022 is looking really bad for Mumbai Indians. Hello, this is What a Player Concussion Sub Retired Out series, and I have with me Anil Jain to discuss about the game between Mumbai and Punjab Kings. Anil, first of all, how are you?
I'm good, good. Couple of days, very exciting matches, so having a lot of fun with the IPL
Excellent.
tournament.
So,
Yeah,
just to do a quick recap, Punjab batting first, scored 198 for five, and Mumbai fell short of 12 runs. Lots and lots of talking points, Anil. But to start with, too many runs on the board for Mumbai to chase, or they were in the game for most part of the second innings, I would thought.
I think they were in the game. The way Tilak Verma or Baby AB, the way they were batting, and then Surya Kumar Yadav, you still had Pulatu. I thought they would chase in 18 or just start of the 19th over. But yeah, I mean, it was still manageable. I still felt that Punjab could have still managed to score another 10, 15 odd runs. They do have that firepower. Maybe Bairstow batting a little at a faster pace or Dhawan doing that. But yeah,
Yeah. I want to touch upon this point in the 19th over. That obviously to me sums up how the team structure of Mumbai is. So there's 10 balls remaining, 22 runs to get, 19th over, and Surya refuses a single, or Jaydev Unadkat doesn't want single. I don't know. It's only 5 wickets down. In earlier years, you would have had a Krunal Pandya or Mitch McLagan or whoever, James Franklin or whatnot. They've never had such thin batting, in my opinion, in the
never.
past.
Yeah,
And
and I
those
don't
four dot balls
understand.
ended up being the deciding factor.
Definitely, because I don't. They still have Team David in their squad, so I don't understand why they're not playing him. So they have six proper batsmen. I can understand if they have six proper batsmen and the five are your specialist bowler also, but that's not the case. Like unlike Rajasthan Royals, where you have all five specialist bowler, you don't have that option. So you need to have a very strong batting lineup because you know that your bowlers are gonna go for runs, right? And that's what's happening with them. So they needed another batsman because Surya Krama at 5 wickets down, it felt like he's the last batsman. You
Yeah.
could compare between him and Dinesh Karthik's inning yesterday. Dinesh Karthik batting with a ninth down batsman, and then you have here who's batting with a six down batsman. But the same situation in a way. So very very surprised, very strange from Mumbai Indians. But then there is a past history where they have made Maxwell sit, for the entire season, even after paying $1 million for him. So you never know.
Yeah, it's very strange season so far because they've got a couple of youngsters who are doing really well for them. You've got
Yeah,
Deval Brevis and Tilak Varma, who does look to be a find for them, but
definitely.
nothing's really clicking for them. Their bowling looks extremely thin.
Yeah.
Obviously, Punjab batted really well, 50s from Mayank Agarwal and Shikhar Dhawan. Great to see Mayank back in form. But their bowling, apart from Bumrah, everyone else, Unadkat going for 44, Thampi going for 47. Pretty much everyone going around 10 and over. That's not helping Bumrah or Mumbai squad.
Yeah, I mean, they're not being consistent. So Unadkat was 3 overs, 21 runs. A good job. And then the last over, he goes for 23 odd runs. So that kind of bowling performance can't be. I mean, you can't have that kind of bowling performance. They need consistency. If you look at the way Ashadip bowled, he bowled in various phases in the inning, and every time he came, he managed to bowl his line and lengths really well. Very impressed with this guy. The way he's bowling his Yorkers, his line and lengths have been really good.
Yeah. And how brave Punjab to one pick Odin Smith against all the experts saying, give him a rest, blah, blah, and then getting him to bowl the final over. First ball disappearing for a six, then 5 balls and 15 runs required. I'm sure they must be relieved to defend that. And Odin Smith, to his credit, he started bowling those hard lengths, and it was very difficult for the lower order batsmen to score runs.
Definitely. I mean, people are saying that the Punjab team is a very exciting team. Whenever you see a Punjab game, you always have that entertainment, you have the excitement. Uh, Punjab can go towards the top four if they just improve on the game from the last game. which I think they're doing that by showing confidence in the team. So that's what I think felt that they still stick on with Odin Smith. Because he's not a bad player. He had a bad game, but I think he improved on his bowling a little bit. You could see that. And yeah, hats off to Kumble and the other management that are showing trust in him.
Yeah, in the past we've sort of been critical of them chopping and changing too much, but to their
Yeah, yeah.
credit, I think they've sort of stuck to their players. Unless the Mumbai team, I mean, for the life of me, as you mentioned, I do not understand for a team who's lost five in a row now, how they cannot pick up more foreign players when they've got, say a Tim David, only two chances, and he's not been seen again. Surely Pollard, Tilak Verma, and Brevis can manage 3 or 4 overs between them. They need more batting depth because
Correct.
Basil Thampi and Unadkat and Bumrah playing in the same team are not going to give you many runs.
Yes, definitely. And then, I mean, the batting six batsmen, they are brilliant batsmen. You could see that. Just those two runouts, right? I mean, those are completely unnecessary runouts. I don't know where Tilak was looking at. I mean, the ball was just there. It wasn't even like a splendid fielding from Punjab Kings to get those runouts, right? Odin Smith actually fumbled the ball, and that resulted in, I mean, Pollard and Surya Kumar going for a cheeky second run. No, you don't need that. I mean, they can finish the game within 1 over, hits four sixes and all. They have that capability. But why do you have to go for a cheeky run? Just those two runouts, like it was mentioned in a group also, that changed the game for Mumbai Indians completely.
Yeah, of all the losses, I think this one's going to hurt them the most. One is because it's coming at the stage
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
tournament where it's really going to make them struggle to progress. And the other point is that on all the other games, they're pretty much out of the match in an earlier situation. But are they out of the tournament as well, Anil? I can't see
So,
them
so
the way they are structured. I don't know how they'll progress, but surely they'll probably be party poopers for a lot of the others.
yeah, so I think they're going to be party poopers. But so say, imagine they also end up winning all the rest of their matches. I'm pretty sure the number of points is going to tally up with another team, which is going to be at fourth, fifth, sixth position. Given the current run rate, it will be very difficult for them to match that. So definitely looks like they're going to be party poopers. And what's also happened is that now Punjab also is on what 6 points now or 8 points. So they also are in contender to be the top four. So it makes the competition at a higher stage. I mean, at the higher of the table, very interesting. Yeah,
One
very
word on
competitive.
Ishan. Yeah, one word on Ishan Kishan. Obviously, the most expensive player bought this IPL. What's happened to him? Either he's been defined the role because of a shorter batting lineup to go at a certain pace because Rohit Sharma seems to be going a bit harder. But surely him and then the other expensive player, Jofra Archer's not there, Tim David, another expensive player, not there. You're looking at 30 odd crores just sitting on the bench and not performing.
I mean, I feel bad for Ishan Kishan, a young guy. He shouldn't have such kind of a pressure on him about the money and all that. I'm pretty sure the management must have spoken to him. Like the money is not because I mean they need this person. That's why they're paid so much. So they shouldn't worry. He shouldn't worry about the money part. But he played really well in the first match against Delhi Capital. He played like 80 odd in 48 deliveries or something like that. But yeah, after that he has struggled a lot. He looked really dejected right now. You know when the last over was getting bowled, I think Zahir Khan spoke to him. So I think they should show some more confidence. Like try to motivate him. Like at least go out there and do his best. You know, don't think about the end results now. It's gone kind of thing. Because he is actually a great player, no doubt about it. Yeah, he could
And
play
quickly,
for
yeah,
India in the future.
no, absolutely. And quickly touching upon the foreign players topic, obviously we spoke about Tim David, Fabian Allen, a very popular name going
Yeah.
around. Why he's not being playing because he could potentially give some overs as well as very handy with the bat and great on the field as well. So I mean there are choices. I think they'll have to just trust the players, or they might end up just backing the Indian players and then see where they go with it. But time's running out for them.
Yeah, I still don't understand. Like, I don't really have an answer because you have Tendulkar sitting there, you have Zahir Khan, you have Jayawardene, you have Shane Bond, I think. Yeah. I don't know what they're discussing. You have Rohit Sharma, who's a veteran when it comes to IPL, right? So really, I'm not sure what's the thought process. Why still stick? I mean, it's not that they're using four international players. They're still short of one international player. Could have easily made Thampi set today. Get merited. Just try different things. But it's not working. It's not working at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how much can
Well,
Bumrah do? I mean,
exactly.
somebody really pointed out this thing that Bumrah, didn't have a really great IPL season. He has been always supported. Like Mumbai team has always been a team game. Rohit Sharma has never been the highest run scorer in the tournament, right? Surya Kumar Yadav had always had those seasons where he's scoring 400, 500 runs. So it's been like a team contribution in every match, in every winning IPL trophy. So Bumrah also has been like that. He's
Yeah.
never been the main bowler in the tournament. So he's been supported by various other bowlers. When you
And
don't have that support, even Bumrah can't do much.
yeah, and Krunal Pandya, I mean, very underrated. I think in Mumbai's team, he fitted in very well. He could float around, bowl those few overs, etc. And Hardik Pandya, obviously, they're missing his hitting form at the
I've
end.
never seen Hardik Pandya bowl that nicely at what he's currently doing for Gujarat Titans. Even for India, even say in IPL, I've never seen him. Like
I'm
it's
just
really
praying.
bowling. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just praying he doesn't get injured before the end of the
yeah, yeah.
season. Quick word on Odin Smith. He's mentioned post match that I was just thinking it was such a coincidence. This is on him bowling the final over, but I just backed myself tonight. It would be hard for Unadkat if he goes straight down the ground or on the leg side. So he was bowling hard lengths and ended up picking 4 wickets. Right. So quickly, let's check the point table. Mumbai fans, close your eyes, look away. So you have Rajasthan Royals sitting pretty at top of the table. KKR, Punjab have jumped to number three, and look at the number of teams on 6 points. You got from 1 to 6, everyone on 6 points, and DCSRH just one win away for 6 points. This is extremely well balanced. You would think that if CSK beat another couple of teams, they would be in the mix. So it's really Mumbai who's letting the tournament down by losing all the games. Anil.
Correct, definitely. That's what it's happening. The first part of the season is going to be Mumbai giving chances to everyone, and then the second half it's going to be Mumbai spoiling fun for most of the team. Yeah,
Right.
you look at Punjab was around seventh position before the start of the match, and now they are at the third position. So that's how competitive the tournament has become. Gujarat Titan, who was at second, is currently down to six. Yeah, they have a game in hand tomorrow.
Yeah,
So yeah.
it's going to be impossible to predict who will end up being the top four or who's going to be top two. Quick word on tomorrow's game. Another big one coming, Rajasthan Royals versus Gujarat Titans. Obviously, we spoke about Hardik Pandya's bowling, but Gujarat has had their first loss, and Hardik Pandya, the captain, seemed to be losing his cool a bit every now and then. What are you expecting from tomorrow's game?
I think tomorrow also is going to be a very close match because both of these teams have played really good cricket. Um what I'm seeing is that you have good batting lineup on Rajasthan side. It's going to be versus the good bat bowling lineup of Gujarat. You have Rocky Ferguson, you have Shami, you have Hardik Pandya. Good. It's not a right arm medium anymore. He's bowling at 135, almost touching 140. Then you have Rashid Khan there. So their bowling has been really nice against the Rajasthan batsmen, I think. So that's what it's going to be.
Yeah,
For Gujarat
Rajasthan.
Titans, the only player I feel who's not able to contribute much is the wicketkeeper, Matthew Wade. He's still finding it little difficult to bat on the Indian pitches. So
Yeah,
if he starts clicking, then I think Gujarat Titans are on the top. Yeah,
yeah, and they have a like for like replacement in Gurbaz from Afghanistan, wicketkeeper opening bat.
yeah.
Although he's a right-hander, but so be it. I guess from Gujarat perspective, he can if he can get runs. Wade hasn't put any
Matthew
runs.
Wade has little bit more experience from Australia, so maybe they won't stick with him. And things haven't gone really wrong on Gujarat side, so no harm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, another win for Gujarat will again move them
Yeah,
to the top of the table. Whoever wins tomorrow, in fact, will be top of the table. So there's going to be lots and lots of action happening tomorrow and over the weekend.
correct.
Anil, thank you very much. Look forward to having you back tomorrow or over the weekend for one of the post game shows. And for folks who've engaged, joined us, thank you very much. If you haven't done so already, please do consider subscribing to our channel, like, share, comment, and we look forward to having you back another day, another show for post match fantasy or anything else. Until then, take care and thank you for watching.
Thank you, guys.
1 second.